Listen, if my curls are out of place, let's move on. Hello, everyone. It is time to talk about sinking funds. Now, I know sinking funds can help you buy a home, help you buy a car, the Benz dealership.
Here's your key.
Thank
to your
you.
Mercedes.
It can help you take that wonderful trip overseas. I have literally never used sinking funds to do those things. I tried. Did I succeed? Barely, okay? But I want to take a different approach when it comes to sinking funds because I have watched the aesthetically pleasing videos about listing all of your categories and the amounts for all categories for the entire year. And to me, I get scared, okay? Overwhelmed by the $1,000, $1,200, $1,700 amounts floating around when I realized if I am taking this budgeting thing to another level that fits my personality type and my psyche, I need to figure out what will make me succeed with all of these different areas within my budget. So with the sinking funds, I've decided I am only going to log them on a quarterly basis. For right now, we're only focused on January to March. So January, February, March. We are only going to be looking at 5 sinking funds. Yes, okay, I know. For the past few budgeting videos, goals videos, I have been on this top five. Let's keep it going, okay? In my planner, I have a sloppy copy. Does anybody remember that from math class back in the day? You know, middle school, maybe beginning of high school. You would have your scratch paper or your sloppy copy. Anyway, this is mine. On this, I do have January to March, and I have listed 5 different categories. So let's go over them briefly. I have them in alphabetical order because why not? Birthdays/holidays, car, emergency fund, home, and medical. Now, I do have a few other notes jotted down at the bottom, but we'll get to that. So for birthdays between January and March, I put a dollar amount. I decided that let's not get too crazy, okay? Because that's my problem. I expect 1,000 in everything or more. And realistically, do I even need all that? Am I even going to put all of that? Can I even afford all of that? So for birthdays and holidays between January and March, I decided $200 was a fair amount. I only have my mother's birthday and my sister's birthday is in March as well, but I'm also doing a little early planning for April. I decided that 200 was a safe number. And granted, my mother's birthday has already passed and she loves flowers and she loves when they're sent to her job or she has flowers at work so that she can walk in and see them on her desk and she's like, oh, flowers, beautiful, blooming, blossoming. And think of me, the favorite. Anyway, kidding. Then I have car because we know that I wanted my oil change at the beginning of the year and I'm working on the alignment next. So roughly that's around $200, even though I did get a bit of a deal on my oil change because I'm a Yelp member. So then I thought about my alignment, which is around $90 plus tax. Might as well just take it to $100. Why not? For the emergency fund, we're still trying to break that $1,000 mark. So for the first quarter, let's think $250. And then from there, if we meet or exceed that, then we can ramp it up a little bit by the middle of the year. But for now, $250 for January to March. Home. Now, I really had good intentions when I made that cash envelope stuffing video. But here's what happened, right? I needed a new duvet And then I said, well, if I'm getting a new duvet, I might as well get new sheets because I love a good white sheet set. And then I figured, well, I might as well get new pillows. So at this point, that whole working on the office thing, the items were out of stock anyway. So I didn't get anything for the office, all right? I ended up getting a lot of bedding, which was a bulk of the amount that I wanted for the first quarter in the home fund anyway. I'm sorry to all the people that are rooting for me, but I still have it here at the $200 mark because I spent around 112-ish. Ooh, 112. I'm gonna listen to 112 when I'm done here. I figured if the remainder is about $88, I can still get quite a few things for the office as they come into stock. I can get cord or cable management, which is very hard to do with a glass sawhorse desk that is not up against a wall. It is in the middle of the room, technically. I'm currently in the office. This is how you know. It's a little bit more challenging to get cable management, and I can tell you now in this video because obviously I'm going to have it in the office at some point, but vertical laptop stands because it will free up a lot more space on the actual desk. I do have monitor risers and they're beautifully made, but we can again discuss all of that when I finally get everything together, whenever that is. Still have it at the $200 mark for January to March for the home budget. Medical. Now, medical is anything related to emergency room visits, co-pays, if you have anything outside of your insurance that it doesn't pay for, deductibles, etc. That is where that would come. If you need to buy a box of Band-Aids, take it out of there. Okay, why not? Any medications or anything that one might need, you should have it in a medical fund. Now, I have $275 for the first quarter of the year simply because I'm thinking about dental work. I have my wisdom teeth still. Interesting things about me that nobody asked for. I have all of my wisdom teeth. My gap has gotten bigger, which I'm sick of you doing that. I also want a cleaning, and then I would feel like I'm back on a better dental schedule. I've talked about this in previous vlogs, but anyway, those are my top 5. And I also have an ongoing battle with where the money will be housed, where it will be stored. And I do have 3 accounts. I have automatic payments for things in different areas, but let's start with my high yield savings account. That one can have sub accounts. So I have 4 open over there. And at one time I had my car, home, travel, and emergency fund living in that company. But is it really smart to have my emergency fund in an area that takes over a week to deposit the money to me or transfer it over? That doesn't sound like a good idea. Now, what might work is moving it to my Chime account. But what I am in fear of, because I don't have good control of this yet, if I see it, I will move it. And that's what I'm trying to avoid. So I think it's too soon for me to move it from my high yield savings to an account that it would be too easy for me to access. And I don't want to keep it in cash because I will take a 20 here, take a 20 there. All of a sudden I'm down to 50 cents. Like, I'm not in that place in my life where I will leave it. For now, I think I am going to leave my emergency fund where it is. Along with my medical, I do have it currently as my Chime savings because when I go to the dentist or an ophthalmologist or anything like that, are people paying in cash? Because I've literally never seen anybody paying cash at the dentist. or when I got my glasses, which by the way, new frames, that's another thing too, medical. I think it would be best if I just have it in my Chime savings, medical, for right now. That's where I'm going to keep it. Home, if that's in cash, that doesn't really bother me as much because I'm not necessarily working on the larger things yet. For now, I'm working on an $85 item, $65 item, curtains, curtain rod, custom blinds, those kind of things, which are smaller amounts in comparison to a new couch or a dresser. Because those amounts are a lot smaller, I don't feel as enticed to touch the money. Travel, there is a wedding that I will be a part of later on this year, so I am pretty excited about that. Weddings are a lot of stress, okay? Weddings are a lot of stress, and if you haven't, I will leave a card above. My friend Lisa is getting married to the love of her life, Nate, and we filmed this video last summer and we put it out. What date was that? It was random to everyone that watches my vlogs, but we knew it was going to come out this year, and so you can feel free to watch that and see their love on camera. I have to save up for that. There's some things that happened, I guess now I need to say a year and a half ago, that I need to square away. People will try you, okay? I have a few travel things that I need to clear up, and all in all, I think that this is a very good way to grab a hold of the sinking funds without feeling overwhelmed. I can track the spending or deposits a bit better. I think this might be a lot easier for me to really take control of it. Tracking my expenses is still a thorn in my side. I'm still working on it, but this is not what this video is about. Top 5 sinking funds and ways that I'm going to be documenting that or spending the money within it. And I feel good about this because if I had a whole page of sinking funds, like, let me show you. You might have seen this. This is my long list of sinking funds. And to some people, this isn't that bad. But to go from this list of, I don't even know how many is on this list, 10, 11? Let me see, 10. 10 and then maybe 2 possibles. To go from 10 to 12, and then to just see an even better breakdown of just 5 of them that you're working on right now. Because to be honest, after you get your oil change or your tires put on or something, you can throw $5 here, $10 there into that account for your car until the next thing you need to get. And then maybe when the month gets closer, then you can go ahead and say, okay, this month I'm putting $35 per paycheck or something like that. And then before you know it, I can get front and rear brakes. Okay. If you're looking at it like every paycheck I'm putting in $300 to my sinking funds so that all of them can have something. Where are your groceries? Where is your gas money? You know what I'm saying? So I think it just depends on your income, your priorities, and from there, then you can properly gauge what will go where at what time. I sound like I know what I'm talking about, you know? Anyway, I hope that you enjoy this quick sinking funds video with a little bit of an update, a few ideas getting tossed around, and I hope you thought about your sinking funds. I'll see you in the next one.